Testing, testing. All right, oops. All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Note. It is Tuesday, October 12th, 2021. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to join me. We didn't have a Morning Note yesterday. It was a travel day from Dallas for the weekend, so I'm back at it, ready to rock. Let's go ahead and talk about it. Make sure before we begin, bottom right-hand corner of your screen with a little white square, click on that. Turn notifications, like our videos, comment your questions. Really do appreciate it. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Let's talk about it. Dow futures up 34 points, NASDAQ up 45, S&P up 0.14%, Russell 2000 slightly green, 22.18. Crude oil slightly down 0.31% at 80.27 a barrel. 10-year yields above 1.605%. The US dollar 94.46, testing key resistance of 94.50. The VIX is down 2% below 20, 19.59. Gold futures are up slightly, 17.58 an ounce. Silver futures 22.46, down 0.88 an ounce. Euro dollar down 13 pips, 1.1539. 113.68, up 37 pips for the dollar yen. Ethereum futures are down 2.65% at 34.47. Bitcoin at 57,470, down 0.90% this morning. Okay, so that's where we are. A couple of things. Got some news overnight from Tesla. Tesla sold 56,006 vehicles, China-made vehicles in September. So very, very good. Nice beat. Tesla is up over 1% pre-market. We do have some Tesla calls that we are holding this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look a little more in depth here. China growth accelerated in September with record domestic sales of 52,200 plus exports of 3,800 for total sales of 56,000 for the third quarter. MIC domestic vehicles were a record 73,700, up 115% year over year and up 19% quarter over quarter. There are total third quarter MIC sales of 133,200 were up 44% from Q2 sales of 92,500. Here is a chart of the China growth accelerating it for Tesla. So well done by Mr. Elon Musk, who is officially the richest man on planet Earth, above Jeff Bezos and Chenault, I believe, who is the CEO or the head of Louis Vuitton. So again, those three are really the richest guys on planet Earth. So again, let's keep an eye on Tesla. Really, the level to break is 105.64. We are in that. Now we should get that break this morning. It is pumping up the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at some charts this morning. E-mini futures. Again, I talked about this on Twitter overnight. If you're not on Twitter, you're missing out because it's very, very important. Did a couple of chart dumps yesterday. We had a nice little bounce off this trend line here, right around 43.20. I'm going to go over that here in a second. And again, looking at yield, if yield spike can hold up, financials, we're going to do well. Again, we talked about different levels, Bitcoin, crude oil as well, and the dollar, 94.50 being the resistance on the 1 year. Right now we're at 94.44. If we can get the dollar to slip a little bit, then that is good for tech, which most people are holding, obviously, who's watching. So let's go ahead and take a look at those charts. Again, very, very important to follow the Twitter. We have over 12,000 followers now. Thank you so much. Let's take a look at it. So the downward channel, again, we've been talking about this for a while now. We had two breaks, two breakouts, a bounce at 43.20. Now we're above the 200-day on the 1 hour. We rejected the 100-day moving average on the 1 hour. Let's see if we can get above around 43.66. A break of that, then we can continue up to 4,400 again. But the question is, do we get that sustained bounce and get back to the next level here around 4,400 to 4,420? Really, the huge level we want to get to is 44.42. That'll get us closer to all-time highs, which we expect to come anyways. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ, which is performing better than the S&P. Thank you, Tesla. Looking at here, let's go ahead and take a look at the downtrend channel. You could see if I continue the downtrend channel, I can go ahead and do that as well. Let me go and see if I can get this going. We're right above that on daily. Let me see if I can draw this. There you go. That's not going to be perfect. I may have to redo the lines. So this line is not perfect. I'll make sure to fix it. But you could see kind of that megaphone downward trend, not exactly perfect channel. I can go ahead and create the perfect channel right now, make life easy, and show everyone where we're looking at on the NASDAQ on the daily. Let's go ahead and remove these drawings together. We'll do some drawings together, a couple lines, and you can see we could just kind of do it on top of the candles. You could see probably right around here seems about right, especially with the new candle. That'd be right on top of it. And if I can click the button, that'd be great. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the next one. You could see if we're going to just kind of stick to where the candles have settled, a couple of breakdowns, but nothing really crazy. You can see now that's more of a well-defined channel. Let's go ahead and zoom into the 1 hour and see where we're at exactly. Again, we're just testing that range, the top end of the channel. Again, S&P is performing better than the NASDAQ short term. Again, if we can get back to around 14,800, maybe 14,900, 15,000 would be next. So again, not as of yet to do much in terms of the NASDAQ. S&P seems like a better play. If we can get to around 4,366, 440 on S&P wouldn't be a bad idea, which would be SPY 4040. 4040 would be a good SPY target. Again, it is Tuesday, so that's be something I'll be watching with the live members today on YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium, we didn't do videos last week. We're going to do it this week, today and tomorrow. Again, we're going to do 2x2s, meaning two classes or 2 sessions every other week. Because instead of doing 1 per week, which kind of sucks, I like to catch up with the guys. We'll do it today and tomorrow, and then next week nothing, and the week after that we'll do another 2. So that's where we are. So Tesla, we're looking for 805.64. That's the level we're looking for. We are already long on Tesla, so let's see if we can get that continuation as we move up. Other than that, let's take a look at some pre-market movers, and I also added a couple of positions on crypto last night with the team. Here is the Dow. JPM is down 0.34%. Everything else is green. Nike is green on an upgrade from Goldman. I love Nike. Apple up 0.32%. Coca-Cola slightly red. On the S&P, Ford is up 0.40. Tesla up 1.20. MGM Resorts up 1.80. Facebook down 1%. Pre-market, American Airlines down 0.84% on pre-market. Anything that stands out of the big volume movers, other than Vodafone, that's the only one I know, it's up 0.26%. Other than that, not much that I know of. So here's a couple of cryptos that I added yesterday. This one is from Josh. Josh loves him some Luna. There is no Luna available on crypto on Coinbase, so we added Wrapped Luna. So again, Wrapped Luna is what we're in. And then we also bought GRT, which is the graft. We added that last night. We're slightly red on it currently. Again, I still have some Shiba. I have Polygon. SushiSwap is my lowest performer, my worst performer. Of course, I have Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, Cardano, Tezos, Stellar, Ripple. I can't do anything with Ripple. I still own it. I wish I could buy more, but Coinbase does not allow buy or sell, so just hold it for the most part. That's what I'm holding right now in my crypto. If you guys want to take a look, here it is. But again, we did buy some last night. The Luna and the Graph, which is GRT. Thank you very much to the crypto desk on that recommendation. We'll see what we get there. All right, good morning. Good morning, Carlos. Is BABA a good buy now? Let's take a look at it together. I love BABA. Obviously, I've been holding for a while. Ever since Charlie Munger showed that he's been holding Alibaba, which was last week, you can see from 145 to 164. That's great. We fell off a little bit from 172, but for the most part, we filled the gap on the daily. That's really all we've done. I don't know why I just did this. Let me go and remove this drawing. For the most part, to buy here, again, I'm long BABA. If you want to own it and you're willing to go through the swings with it, with China, go for it. If not, then it's going to be a little more volatile. Again, it's a nice pop, don't get me wrong, but nothing has really changed for the most part. China is still overhead with their regulations. Good morning. Thank you so much. Can you please explain the effect that HYG has on the credit markets? High yield bonds, again, think of it as subprime in a sense, where corporations that don't have the best credit rating can still borrow money at higher interest rates, but HYG yields are still relatively low. So again, as long as yields don't spike on HYG, then again, you see the yield spiking because prices move inversely from yields. So again, from 88 to 86, that's a creep up in yields. Let's take a look at daily. and you can see it's pretty much testing support around 86.38. Again, higher HYG goes, cheaper the borrowing costs. Keep that in mind. XLE opinion, I'm in 38 calls. Should I bail? I don't know the date of your XLE calls. If you're in 38 XLE, you should be really deep in the money. So I'm assuming you're talking 58. 58 calls on XLE. If you're holding it for a while, if you have a longer term expiry, hold it. If it's short term, just be careful. Let's see what we get this morning because crude is down a little bit. Good morning. Thank you so much. Levels to buy Microsoft. Love this company. Microsoft, I'm waiting for a break of 298 for some upside calls, but to buy 260 would be great. Good morning. Thoughts on SoFi? SoFi actually broke my alert. I think SoFi is fine if you want to own it. Again, there's some volatility there. We're starting to break out in the hourly range. Again, I would target possibly 30. You're at 1839. Not terrible to buy. I already have a lot of fintech with PayPal and Square. I'm just going to hold that. But again, I think SoFi is worth a buy. QQQ Paul's puts. QQQ, let's take a look at it on the chart. Needs 365.83. We're at 360. 365.83 is the level I'm looking for. That'll be above the resistance here. Last thing I want you to guys do is to try to kind of get out of this chop. So no, I wouldn't get anything here. Carlos, can you buy some more XRP on Uphold? KuCoin if you want more. No, I'm good. If it's not on Coinbase, I don't mess with it. I'm not jumping through hoops. Call on XLF for Friday. Let's take a look. Which one are you looking at? The 39s? 39s are not terrible. I would wait for this break of this 100-day around 38.62. I wouldn't do 39s for this week, possibly next. I wait for a little more. Let's see if we get some volume. Colin, we'll take a look at it when we have our live session today. Good morning. Thoughts on Palantir? Guys, I love Palantir. Don't get me wrong. Price action is a pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. The best thing you could do, honestly, you could write calls against this if you own shares. Write calls in the 30s if you want. You could write puts, write them up for the 20s. Again, we've been stuck in this range. The problem is that Palantir is such a cheap name, the premiums are not the best. So again, relative $23. But you could see we're just stuck in this range. I like Palantir. I own Palantir. If it breaks 21, I'm buying more. I'm assuming it breaks 30 by the end of the year. Yes, I think Palantir is a great company, worth owning. But again, other than that, to trade it, no, nothing more to trade here. So yeah, that's where we are in the market. It's nice to be back, rocking and rolling. All right, so if there's no more questions, I'm going to go ahead and catch up with our YouTube Premium. Guys, if you are interested in joining, again, more people being on would be better. If not, then we're probably just more than likely just going to end it and not do more of it. Again, not a lot of people get on, but I think they watch recordings of it. YouTube subscription, just click there. It's run by Google on YouTube. You just have to join there. It's a Google link. Feel free to take a look at it. You can cancel anytime with Google. It's right there on our website. We'll see you in a bit. Colin, we'll catch you guys there. Boeing, we had Boeing yesterday. We caught that. Yesterday, we had the 235s. We sold right at the top. It looks like it's just reverting back to the mean. It looks bullish, don't get me wrong. But again, Boeing has to be like a day trade for the most part. DraftKings, you know I love me some DraftKings, guys. But the options to trade it is a pain. I'm waiting for 35 to buy some more. But again, you can see it's just kind of basing here. Not much going on in terms of DraftKings. You can see a nice push to 64 and came back down. Just chopped for the most part. That's where we are. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Thank you so much for joining me. G.A.R Capital FX.com is the website. We'll see you guys tomorrow. YouTube Premium, I'll catch you in a couple minutes. Cheers.